Welcome, Taurus, to your November 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Now, we're a little bit early this month, Taurus, but I'm wanting to get these videos out because I'm traveling at the end of October. And I want to make sure that these are out so you have them for November. Now, I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot deck here. It's a little bit creepy. I hope it doesn't creep you out. I normally use these for the October readings because of Halloween, but I forgot all about it. But because I'm filming this in October, I thought I'd use them. And I'm going to be clarifying with the Tarot of the Witches, which I usually use for Halloween as well. But let's get into your reading. Now, wow, some pretty quick energy here in the Knight of Swords that you start out the reading with. Things are going to be quite frantic for you in November. And I feel like this is to do with your work for a lot of you. You've got the Eight of Pentacles here, and this is that card of the Apprentice, where you are using your knowledge, your skills, you are getting better at what you do, and you are really becoming a craftsman, no matter what it is that you do, whether you are in a creative field or whether you're in a technical field, whatever it is, you are becoming better at what you do, and you're really honing your skills here in October. And I feel like things are changing quite quickly. Just that Knight of Swords energy is that whirlwind kind of energy. Now, this can represent an air sign here, and it's interesting, right beneath this you have the Star card, which does stand for this does represent an Aquarian, so which is, believe it or not, an air sign, not a water sign. So this could represent a significant Aquarian in your life here. But there is absolute work, and you're putting a lot of energy and effort into getting better. And you know, you've got the Five of Swords here, and this is that card of winning at all costs. So I feel like you are really determined to do well in your career and in your finances as well. And you've got a wonderful card here for finances in that Nine of Pentacles. This is heaven on earth here. You know, there's money just floating all around. There's pentacles all around here, as you can see. And you've worked really hard to earn some beautiful abundance for yourself here, I feel, Taurus. And you are in a place where you are going to be enjoying that and surrounding yourself with beautiful things. Maybe even going on a trip somewhere, just really enjoying what you've earned. But a beautiful card, like I said, of abundance. And not only that, in November I feel like there's a bit of a wish come true here for you. That Star card is such a card of success, and I am feeling for a lot of you this is work related. You are doing really good at your job, and there are some wishes that you have put out there perhaps in the past that you will be seeing the results. You will be seeing them come true for you in November as well. And that Star card, this is that card of having faith that things will work out just as you have planned, that your plans will come into play for you. Now, it's interesting, you've got these two cards of conflict in a way. That Five of Swords, as I said, it is a card of winning at all costs. And you've got the Two of Swords here as well. And this is a bit of a stalemate situation. So for some of you, and look, this is a general reading, so please don't shoot the messenger. But I feel like for some of you, there could be a bit of a stalemate situation here with someone that you love. You've got that Page of Cups. This is a beautiful energy of love and romance. It can talk about new love. It's great news, great messages coming in. But just the fact that it's kind of surrounded by cards of stalemate situations and cards of conflict, there could be a little bit of an argument going on here with another half here. But I feel like there is some beautiful news coming in here for you as well. Pages are messages or messengers, so you could be getting some wonderful love messages and also some really good news coming in here for you. But with this stalemate situation, this often is us being conflicted internally in our own minds, and we are stuck when it comes to making a difficult decision. And I like this card because it depicts it really well. You see one set of legs, but there's two bodies here. So it's like we are kind of fighting with ourselves in a way. But with the Two of Swords, we must always remember that there isn't only two options. It isn't this or that. There is often a third option that we sometimes can overlook because we get caught in this kind of he said, she said, it's me, it's this or it's that kind of argument. And you're butting heads, so you're not seeing the full picture here. But I am seeing some beautiful love messages as well. So this is going to be resolved. But just remember, the story with the Five of Swords, you will win if you're in an argument. But often, if you are winning against someone that you love, that means they lose. So that's why I feel like it's not always a yes or a no. There is a third option. There is compromise here that can happen to make things turn out really well. But look, at any internal conflict that you have been going through, any struggles that you have been going through, it has given you this inner strength that you are able to tap into and rely on for any issues where you are required to, go into battle or that are a little more challenging. You have the inner strength to achieve the success that you are after. But so the strength is also representative of a Leo, and the Page of Cups, I would normally read this as a Pisces, but this can be any water sign, so a Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces here as well. So these could be some significant people playing a part in your world in November. But let's move on to the clarifying cards. I'm trying to keep these short and sweet, Taurus, just because, I am traveling, like I said, and I want to get these readings out before I leave. Now, you've got the Eight of Swords here. Now, this is an interesting card. This is a card, that is the Nine of Swords, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. And not only that, you have the Nine of Pentacles in both decks. I mean, what can I say here? There's 78 cards in the deck. This is, I always say this is kind of what are the odds to get the same card in both decks, but it's definitely telling you something here. And I feel like nines, to get multiple nines as well in the tarot, it's like nines are extremes. They are one extreme to the other. So where you are in this wonderful, rapturous, abundant joy, on the other hand, you're in this never-ending nightmare here as well. What's going on here for you, Taurus? But that Nine of Pentacles, this is a card of success, of luxury. And for some reason, this is creating some sort of anxiety for you. And I don't understand why. That Nine of Swords is when we're worried, we're concerned, we're constantly anxious. But the thing with the Nine of Swords, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if we think about negative things, if we're focusing on our fears too much, eventually they actually manifest. But in a way, if you've got a ideas about being abundant and having huge wealth around you, if you're concerned about that and you're thinking about wealth and growing your wealth, well, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy there as well for you. But I feel like you should think, whenever the Nine of Swords comes out, it's almost like a bit of a message to change the way you're thinking. And I feel like this is very much linked to that Two of Swords, that card of, a clash, an internal clash. You've got these fears, and maybe it's a fear of success, maybe it's a fear of being fulfilled and abundant here. Maybe it's a fear that you're not going to get to this stage, this desire, this wish. But you've got a wish come true here, Taurus. There's no need to worry. There's no need to be anxious about this. This is a card of, like I said, anxiety, depression, but often we are caught up in these fears and we become so accustomed to things going wrong, things not going our own way, and worrying and being anxious about it. And although you've got these amazing cards of abundance, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, progressive numbers in the same suit means there is progress in the right direction here. And 2 nines, like I said, this is success again. You may be afraid that this isn't going to happen. And as I said, when you think this isn't going to happen, it's not going to work out for me, all of that negative chatter in our head becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you really need to keep those thoughts positive, because I see great news coming in here. I see success. I see wish fulfillment. I see abundance. What are you worried about here, Taurus? The Eight of Wands. I feel like there is this busy energy here for you as well in November. Not only do you have the Knight of Swords, Knights are all about the movement of energy, lots of thoughts, lots of worries, lots of concerns going on here with that Knight of Swords. This is whirlwind kind of energy, shifts and changes in communication. But this again is lots of text messages, lots of emails, lots of running around here, there and everywhere. It could, again, like I said, be related to work. But interesting, just on a side note, the Eight of Wands can also be the arrows of love here for some of you. So you could very much be, meeting someone that piques your interest if you aren't already in a stable relationship, if you are single. There's a lot of people around you here, so that is really interesting. But I feel like, busy energy. And look at that. OMG. The Star card and the Strength. The Star card and the Strength. How many double up cards? It's almost like these messages are coming out for you over and over again. That Star card. And I have to show you this up close. How cool is that little Star card? It's just the little feet. It's just adorable. Love it. But the Star card in the tarot, such a great message. This is, like I said, this is wish upon a star. This is unending hope and pure faith. If there's one word that you can drill this card down into, it is faith. And it's true understanding of your situation and of the world around you and what's going on. And it really, when you get the Star card, and the fact that it's come out twice, it indicates that your choices have been such that you can really begin to make long-term plans now. You've made some really good choices. They're really beginning to show abundance for you. And now you can plan ahead for the next big step and make those your wishes, because they're coming true here. It's almost like you've got a real sense of purpose, and it's going to allow you to see that there is this abundant future within reach for you. And yeah, it's almost like if you haven't made a wish, then you really need to, Taurus, because they're going to come true. It's almost like when this card comes out, it's saying, yep, you're on the right path, and your long-term plans are certain to they're certain to come out here in the way that you had planned. So if you make a wish big here, wish really, really big. But that twice it came out, and the Strength card. This is twice as well. This is like saying, again, you have whatever it takes to get what you want. The Strength card is you exercising your desires, getting what you want. Like I said within that 5 card, there is no failure here. You are determined to win at all costs, and you will. And the Strength card is you going about getting your desires, getting your wishes, getting your what you want, but not in a way where other people are being hurt or injured in any way. And as I said as well, I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but it's the same cards. This is, you're going within, you're finding that strength within you and using all of the trials and the tribulations that you have gone through in your life to, you're utilizing what you've learned. You're utilizing that pain in a way that has made you so strong to get what you want. Yeah. And I feel like the Strength card as well is saying you've got to find a way to forgive yourself. If you have made some choices or some decisions where you just don't think they were right at the time, or they didn't work out for you at the time, or you feel like you've made a wrong decision, you can forgive yourself for that. You're not going to make the same mistakes. You've learnt from those, and you can move on. You really need to let go of any judgment of yourself and of others for that matter as well. And just view other people and view yourself with forgiveness and with tolerance here, Taurus. But there is so much inner strength within you. You are just so determined. I mean, you're the bull. You can do this. You've just got what it takes to get what you want. I love that card for you, and it's so cool, the Strength card in this deck as well. It's awesome. But let's get some last card from the Now I Understand Oracle deck to tie this all in. Courage. This is exactly what the Strength card is all about. Feeling great and strong. Nothing can hold you back now. Exactly. I feel like you've been through it all and you've succeeded. There's success, and nothing can hold you back now, Taurus. Don't feel like you're in this stalemate situation. Go for it. Have faith that things are not going to go wrong for you again, even though they may have in the past. Go for it, because you will. you will achieve, you will succeed. So we'll leave it there, Taurus. I hope that resonated with you. And yeah, I hope to see you next month. Bye.